Master your destiny on 99 FM.
Welcome to the MYD Studios, Nelao. We're delighted to have you with us today to share your story with us.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm glad to be here. Very excited.
Awesome. So tell us about yourself. Who is Nelao?
So I'm a trainer and a health coach, and I own the Poise Fitness and Wellness Studio. Outside of that, I'm just a girl trying to figure out life.
You were born in Namibia, and you've been over to the States. You had some really difficult times while you were in the States.
I did.
You were studying health and fitness.
Yes.
Tell us about that experience.
So I left home when I was 18, or just turning 18. Before I left home, I was date raped. Talking about this is all really new. I never talked about it for the longest. My whole world shattered. I completely shut down, buried it, did not tell anyone, not my family, nobody. And then I left. I think for a long time it was something that I was very ashamed of and felt like, it's this horrible thing that happened, and now I'm a horrible person for it happening to me, even though that's not possible.
It's amazing how we would take something like that and make it into our faults.
Yeah.
It's incredible how we internalize pain like that.
Yes.
And even though you've been through so much hurt, how do you get to that place of wanting everybody to be in it with you, even though some people have hurt you and there are people that you're angry with?
Well, for one, I felt the pain, and it's pain that I would not wish on anyone. I think only hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
And if we can get to a place where there aren't as many hurt people, I think we would hurt each other less.
Yeah.
And yes, there are people I'm angry with, but in a weird way, I understand that there's something broken in them.
But in the world that we're living in today, connection is something that has become so far from what we are. We're so connected online. We're so connected to the world, but we're so disconnected from each other.
Yeah.
And it's something that we're missing. Is if we spend our times interacting only as we're growing with people online.
Yeah.
And through social media,
Yeah.
we don't have to deal with awkwardness. We don't have to deal with our own blunders when we make mistakes, and we see the response and how that impacts other people because we're isolated.
Yeah.
And it's important, right?
It's very important. I was also talking about that as far as dating and how people just talk over text and will establish whole relationships over the phone.
Yeah.
But it's not real, because like you said, that doesn't tell me how you say something when you're sad, or how I can read your face and tell if you are sad, or your yes actually means yes or it means no. So yeah, we miss those things.
And on that note, what would your message be for Namibia? Your wisdom that you would like to share with anyone listening on how they can really master their own destiny and incorporate a little bit more ubuntu and love and connection in their lives?
What does say? Live your truth. Live your honest truth. Just show up as only you can show up. All of who you are. Because if you when people show up as only who they are, it makes a connection easy. It's almost like this. Like Wi-Fi connects to what
Realness connects to realness.
Realness connects to realness. And sometimes you have to make the effort to meet up with your friends, to connect in person, cultivate those relationships. Be deliberate about building connection, because sometimes it's not just going to happen. You have to make an effort.
Absolutely. And it's so much easier to ask for help if you've already established strong relationships. So if you've been deliberate and you've built those friendships, it's going to be easier to be able to say, I need help, without judgment.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to share your incredibly inspirational story. And without sounding corny myself, well done. Because to go through something like what you've gone through and to say, I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna find the goodness in this, and then I'm gonna go and help others with this goodness, is incredible.
Thank you.
So we can
Thank
grow
you
and
for
learn too.
allowing me to share my story.
Oh, we're so grateful that you did. Thank you, Nelao. It's been great having you in studio. Thanks for your wisdom.
Thank you.
Master your destiny on 99 FM.